Hello, it is Friday, August 1st, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving a themeless puzzle, a themeless crossword. And today's themeless edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Mike Williams, Brett Sandman, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for your generous support. It does, of course, keep this channel going, sustain it day by day. I'm very grateful to those four benefactors for that support. It really just does keep this whole thing going. And if you'd like to support the channel in the same way they do, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, there's the Let's Check the Crosses official mug, of course. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel at any level via Patreon. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, a debut construction by Abigail Martin. Welcome to Abigail, a Friday themeless puzzle, which was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's Friday, so it could be a bit punny, have some misdirection. That's often how it goes on Friday. Let's find out. Let's start solving. Stringy parts of oranges. They're piths, probably, the white bit. Alternative to hay could be psst, sort of trying to get someone's attention. I'm not sure that's right, but let's just look at these. Nagging desire, bit of an itch would be a nagging desire. It may come with breakfast in bed. If you're served breakfast in bed, it's probably on a tray. So what? Question mark. So it's a pun. I mean, a hemline. You literally sew a hem into clothing. Green poke bowl topping. So this could be, well, no, I was going to say some kind of fish, but as a topping, it's probably not what it means. What would it be? Scallions or? It's not long enough, not sure. Offerings from a truck or cart. Street food, yeah. Fishmonger. Scampi something? Scampi like shrimp? I'm not sure. Riser's partner. Don't know. Does it mean a riser like on a stair or a riser that people might be standing on in a choir or something? Not sure. Tread? I don't know. Evening meal during Ramadan. Is that iftar? Regarding. Genre of the Maltese Falcon and the Big Sleep would be film noir. Bit of scattered Valentine's Day decor. Rose petal? Yeah, that could be. DC summer hours are Eastern Daylight Time. Yeah, that would be it. This is Washington, D.C. on the east coast of the United States. So regarding would be like a memo is, in regards to. And then what is this? Fishmonger. Is it a scam artist? Sorry. I don't know why I saw fish spelled this way and thought, it's punnily referring to a sea creature. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. No, it's a pun away from that, not towards that. It's away from the idea of sea creatures. Okay, so yeah, fishing in the sense of scamming someone, sort of hacking them or getting their personal information for the use of defrauding them. Okay, so that's what it is. So a scam artist. So what's the green poke bowl topping? Seaweed something? Seaweed salad, maybe? I'm not certain this is correct, but let's try it and see. Possible response to who's ready. We are. So maybe the riser's partner is a tread. I was thinking on stairs, on steps, you have the riser, and then you've got, you could have treads on the tops of the stairs. That's what I was thinking. It might be right. Direction in a grilling recipe. Right. And then I forgot about this. The evening meal during Ramadan is indeed iftar. That's what I thought. Okay. So good. That's all correct. So intuitive ability in the Marvel universe. I don't know about the Marvel universe specifically, but intuitive ability could be something like ESP or something like that? Sight something, or could it be Second Sight? Is there a Marvel character with that? That could be. Let's see if that works. If one was out for a bit, one. Not sure. Oh, this doesn't look good, does it? Insect that can reproduce with or without mating. An aphid? I think that's true. Okay, this doesn't look correct. Hit hard. This could be present or past tense. Dad in Korean. Is that appa, I think? Was out for a bit. Oh, yeah, you napped. You were literally out. You were unconscious. Okay. Hit hard. To nail someone? Nano devices. These are discontinued now, I'm pretty sure, but iPod Nanos were, an Apple Music player. Job for a model. Photo something. Photo. I'm not sure. Photo shoot. Yes. Right. It's not a job as in an occupation. It's a job as in one particular gig. I'm on a job. I'm doing a job. I'm doing a photo shoot, a gig. Beginning of Taurus season. Late April, I guess. I still, as you may have noticed watching me solve these crosswords, if you've been watching them, I don't really know the zodiac or the month to which it corresponds, but fortunately this was pretty intuitive. Speaking of intuitive ability in the Marvel universe. Oh, spider sense. That's what Spider-Man has. There we go. Okay, at least I recognize that. There's the rub. A massage, right. It's literally a rub. Yeah. So, all right, if one needed a 41 across, if one needed a massage, one ached. Black blank, nickname for Kobe Bryant. I think I may have seen this before. Is it Black Mamba? That seems vaguely plausible. Locale of the Sea of Serenity is the moon. So then what's this? What fell on Chicken Little's head? An acorn, right? Chicken Little ran around saying, oh, the sky is falling, but it was just an acorn. I wouldn't have remembered it was just an acorn, to be honest, but it fits. Homeboys, your homeboys might be your bros. And opposite of post would be anti, so after versus before. Okay, so sale sign words or less. It's offered for this price or less, I guess. So seaweed salad was correct. That came in fine. To identify someone as something would be to peg them as it. Yeah, I've got you pegged as a musician or whatever. Who's ahead and who's not in campaign coverage, so to speak, right? So in political coverage, they often call this the horse race. Hour in Italy would be ora. Ora. And then chess great Spassky. Is this Chris Spassky? I'm not 100% sure, but that sounds vaguely familiar. No, it doesn't look right, does it? I'm not really sure about this. I don't know as many chess players as maybe I should. I don't know. Oatmeal, e.g., is a hot something. Oh, Boris Spassky. That sounds more plausible. There we go. That sounds right. Come on, stop dreaming. Be real. Yeah, wake up. Be real. Stop dreaming. So oatmeal is what? A hot cereal. There we go. Hero's journey would be their arc. Substack alternative. So Substack is a newsletter platform. What would be an alternative to Substack? I'm not sure what we're looking for. Are we looking for other newsletter platforms, or are we looking for alternatives to newsletters entirely? I'm not sure. Paid something? Olympic track event in which Kenya dominates. Specific track event. I don't know. What are some examples? I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. I just noticed that Be Real is almost the same letters as cereal, just with a B and a C missing. Feels like that's could be maybe the start of some kind of theme. Anyway, Okay, start of a rally. I don't know. A serve in tennis, maybe? Two players rally in tennis. Well done. Bravo. Guess it could be brava, but it's probably bravo in English. We tend not to specify. Substack alternative. I don't know what this is. Sorry. Love ya. Could it be moi? So the reason I'm thinking that, sort of the sound of a kiss, is because this is typed out in square brackets, which usually indicate that the answer will be a sound rather than a word. So it still could be something you know with your mouth, but not verbal, not language. Carrier lead into Mexico, I suppose. Aero Mexico. So the airline. Finished with hair and makeup, say. Finished with hair and makeup. So when it says with hair and makeup, does it mean like as a department, like a film department? Yeah, it does. It does actually mean that because it's camera ready. So there we go. So yeah, if you say I'm finished with hair and makeup, I'm camera ready. I'm ready to go on. Exciting announcement from a musician could be a new release, yeah, new album or new single or something. Clinton's last defense secretary. I don't recognize this offhand. What about this? Longtime error of the docuseries American Greed. CNBC, they're one of those, they're one of the sort of cable business news channels. Cohen, maybe? Clinton's last defense secretary, that's possible. Subtech alternative. Oh, a Patreon, right. That's what I use. I see, there we go. So right, I see. It's referring in just generally speaking for, I guess, kind of independent creators or publishers to fund their work. Okay, so and it's a new month, so actually I've got to get onto new month's Patreon rewards, which will include the New York Times monthly bonus puzzle, but also the next month's Q&A video. So I'll need to put up a post soliciting questions for that. Anyway, what's the Olympic track event in which Kenya dominates? Why can I not think of an Olympic track event at all that fits this? I don't know. See you later. Peace. Early Chromebook manufacturer, Acer. That must be right, I guess. I mean, Acer certainly manufactures laptops. And then energy efficient bulbs for short, LEDs. Light emitting diodes, I think. Zapped in a way, yeah, if you tased someone with a taser, you zap them. This doesn't look right. Steep, is it? I just don't know all the names of the track events, I guess. Meals at which Elijah's cup is poured. Seder's, right. So we've got two different religious practices here, referencing Ramadan and Passover. Let's see. Olympic track event in which Kenya dominates. Steep 10 something, like 10K or steep 10K run. Bordering on inappropriate in a way. If this were an N, I don't know. Okay, wise ones could be sages. Bordering on inappropriate, right? Not sure. Golf course part. Range, is that a part of a golf course? I'm not actually sure. I've never played golf. Pod member, an orca, a member of a pod of whales. I'm not sure if that's correct. I mean, it's plausible, but I don't know if it's what we're looking for here. One way, oh, maybe it is. One way to the highway could be an access ramp onto a highway. Complimentary assortment in a hotel room's kitchenette. Maybe you could have a selection of teas, and maybe they've got a kettle in there. I guess they must do if they've got teas. You cannot look at a sleeping cat, perhaps, and feel tense. Jane Pauley. I don't actually know who Jane Pauley is offhand. But anyway, that seems fair enough. Literally grilled meat. Carne asada means grilled meat. Mexican cuisine. And then medieval characters. Oh, it could be runes, like, medieval Norse characters, for instance. And then golf course part. Oh, the rough, of course. I do recognize that. Okay, so what's this? The steep. I don't know why I just cannot figure this out. So if something's bordering on inappropriate, and maybe a slightly, it's a sort of racy joke or reference or something. It's getting a bit inappropriate, depending on context, I guess. So what is this? Steep. Oh, it's the steeplechase. Oh, this isn't lazed. Oh, right. Okay. I do know that. So this is lazed. I was really trying to make this have some kind of distance indicator in it or something, and nope, that's not what it is. So if you zapped someone, you lased them with a laser. That's what it is. Boy, that's tough because, and tased wouldn't have fit there because, well, actually, is it true? Is it true that I guess in US spelling, this would be a Z probably. I was thinking of it in British spelling, I guess. So steeplechase. There we go. So that's finally all correct, I think. Padding for a grade point average could be an easy A that you take a easy university course and you pad out your GPA. One of 3 landlocked countries with 4-letter names, aside from Chad and Mali. What? What country fits here? Oh, it's Laos, which means ramp must be wrong. That's weird. Access one way. Oh, it's an access road. It's an access road. Okay. So that's all. Yeah. Okay, fine. That's not shouldn't have been that difficult, but there we go. R&B pop singer Aubrey O'Day, nephew of Abraham. Lot must be. I don't know that whole family tree, but that seems plausible. It's another biblical name, of course. So yeah, and then look what I did is ta-da. So I think this must be all right. Is it? There we go. Okay, so I had to clean up a few mistakes and incorrect assumptions, but this went reasonably well, I would say, for a Friday puzzle. That didn't take an enormously long time, and it was a good, solid Friday crossword. Themeless, had some, a bit of punniness and misdirection, not overwhelmingly so as far as Friday puzzles go, I would say. Yeah, I'm actually finding it slightly difficult to peg the difficulty of this one. Oh, I didn't see this. Montevideo misses, yes, Siorna in Spanish. There we go. Is there anything else I didn't see? I guess that's because it was right at the end. But yeah, let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which is linked, of course, in the description field. Let me know how you fared with this one. I actually am having a slightly difficult time to try to infer how difficult I think it was, because obviously, it didn't take all that long to solve it, but there were some tricky things in there, and I put in a few mistaken assumptions, which sometimes those last longer and really give me a lot of trouble. It tends to sort of depend on how early on they go into the grid, and therefore how many other assumptions I'm making around them. It worked out today, but yeah, do let me know. And there we go. That was the Friday crossword, Friday themeless puzzle. We'll be back tomorrow with a Saturday crossword, which will be themeless again. Could be trickier. Could be a tougher solve. We'll find out. That's often how it goes on Saturday. Do join me for that. Consider subscribing to the channel if you've been enjoying these videos. And yeah, like I say, I'll be back on Saturday. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.